Good evening, everyone. My name is Prashant, and I'm the host for the evening here for today's foot soaking and meditation. I live here in the Novi, Michigan area, and I'm originally from India. I've been living here in the United States for past 24 years. Um, I received uh, I received my self-realization 28 years back in India when Shri Mataji was visiting Mumbai. And I was that evening one among about 10,000 people who received the wonderful gift of self-realization. I'll talk about my first interaction over here. When I first received my realization, I would say, this was the first time I actually experienced, an action itself. Needless to say, I think that's what everyone experiences. But I had actually tried many things prior to coming to Sahaj. I was long in, I would say, perseverance for spirituality, and I was trying many things prior to Sahaj. Every time I would kind of go through one such experience, I would really kind of find myself lost. And, there was a lot of dogma around things that people would talk about. There was a lot of intellectualization of things, but there was never the inner experience, the whole enlightenment that folks talk about. So when I first, got my realization, I kind of got this feeling that, this is the power which actually knows me, which actually knows exactly what I'm thinking, what I'm doing. It has this inner connection with all my deeds, my desires, my actions. And in a way, it knows me more than I know myself. So to me, that was, I would say, a very, very living experience. And I definitely experimented, I would say, multiple different ways trying to figure out, And then I would say, my net conclusion was that, yeah, this is something which is truly enlightening. What we can truly refer to as enlightenment. And it was, as I said, a completely living experience for me, something which gave me this sense of connection, sense of joy, right, at all times. And if I compare myself to that person who was 30 years back, or I would say nearly 30 years back, I just have one word for it, and that is transformational. My experience has been purely transformational, not something just for myself, but also the folks around me, who I have come into interaction with over the years, who have experienced this similar cycle. I see how their lives have been changed, how their thinking has been changed, how their behaviors have changed, and how overall personalities, have been transformed into something very beautiful. Um, so as I kind of talk about all that, right? So one thing, as I talk to all of you or many of you who are newly embarking on this journey, right? One thing that I would like to bring to focus over here is the importance of purity of attention. Attention and its movement, in my mind, I think, is the key for our overall growth. At all times, you are, as a human being, you are constantly, even after receiving a realization, there will be moments as you kind of go through it where you will be, you know, sifting through these mental challenges, fears, apprehensions, mental blocks, all those things. And I think that's where the purity of attention and a constant, you can say, focus towards it allows you as a seeker to grow. Because growth really, as you might have already heard, growth takes place in the state of thoughtlessness. And if you look at nature around you, right? Nature that is doing all the living work that's happening, it's happening in complete concord with the all-pervading force. And that's why there's growth. So we have to somehow have that mechanism within ourselves, and this is where our, our Kundalini, it actually allows us to kind of get our attention, focused on our crown chakra, right? And once we are in that domain, that's where you truly start experiencing the thoughtless state. And it is in that state of thoughtlessness you're actually growing. You're in complete concord with that all-pervading force around you. And similarly, a weak attention is like a chink in the armor. I mean, that is the only vulnerability as yogis, as a focus, as the force that we are, right? We have is the weak attention. So I would say one thing, if I have to leave you guys today with, is that that at all times keep your attention absolutely clean, absolutely pure. And attention is like a child, it just keeps on drifting away at the moment's notice, right? So watching our attention and at all times making sure it is focused on our Sahasrara is, I would say, is the main key to our growth. So with that said, let's just embark on our session for this evening. And I'm assuming that we all have our foot soaking apparatus completely set in front of ourselves. So with that said, let's just take our attention completely within our being, allow our attention to completely focus on our Sahasrara, on our seventh energy center, on our crown chakra. We'll take a couple deep breaths and allow our attention to completely settle in. Maintaining our attention on top of our head, we'll slowly raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in bandhan. So we'll go very slowly. Push our head back 1 knot. Second time around, 2 knots. And then finally, 3 knots. And then put ourselves in bandhan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we have put ourselves in bandhan, we will just vibrate the water in front of us 7 times and submerge our feet in our respective foot soaking tubs. Maintaining our attention on the very top of our head, will first balance our left channel, left hand on our lap, right hand facing Mother Earth. We'll place our attention on our left channel, which starts from our right temple of our head and goes down the left side, terminating into our first energy center. The left side represents the comforting aspect of Mother Kundalini, which is a key to our existence. It is a source of pure joy within us. We'll pray to Mother Kundalini, Mother, that by your grace, pure joy and innocence be fully established on my left side. By your grace, Mother, I'm not these negative conditionings. I'm not these negative desires. I'm not any fear or mental block. I'm nothing else but the complete purity and dignity of spirit. We'll continue to watch our attention on our left side. Now we'll balance our right side by placing our right hand in our lap and left hand towards the sky. Attention on the top of our head and on the right channel, which starts from the left temple of our head and goes down the right side, terminating into our second energy center. So we'll just continue watching our attention, traversing our entire right side. And we'll focus on the right aspect of Mother Kundalini, which is the counseling force within us. And we'll surrender all our anxieties, our worries, everything. Mother, I recognize you as the doer, as the enjoyer. I surrender myself completely onto you. I know you verily take care of my well-being. I surrender myself completely onto you. Now we'll bring our both hands towards Mother Earth, one on each side, and we allow our attention from the top of our head, extend down our spine, all the way down to our first energy center, all the way down to the base of our spine. And here we will pray, Mother, I bow down to my power of innocence, purity, and wisdom again and again. I bow down to your power of innocence, purity, and wisdom again and again. Mother, please make me completely innocent like a child. Please bless me with absolute wisdom. Please bless me with unconditional love. Please bless me with complete purity. We'll continue watching our attention. Now we'll bring both our hands back in our lap and we'll focus our attention on our central channel, which is the redeeming aspect of our Kundalini and one which takes us into Sahasrara, into our seventh energy center, and is the key to the establishment of our realization. So maintaining the attention on top of our head and our central channel, we'll pray, Mother, please give me the complete state of balance. Please give me complete contentment, complete confidence in my spirithood. Please give me the complete witness state. We'll raise our attention from the very bottom of our spine all the way up to the very tip of our crown chakra, on the very top of our head. And here we will pray, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Mother, please establish my self-realization. At this point, we can rinse our feet out one by one from our tub, and then we'll continue our meditation. Try and maintain the attention slightly above your head, maybe a couple inches above your head, and continue to pray to Mother Kundalini, Mother, please establish my self-realization. Just continue watching your attention here. And stay in meditation. If you're getting any thoughts, just say, I am not these thoughts. I am just a pure and dignified spirit. Forgive the thoughts. Just enjoy this state for as long as you can. And at the end, you can again raise your Kundalini and take Bandhan. Just stay in silent meditation.